difficult to approach, but we're hoping to change all of that. In Artist in Residence, art enters your home, literally. Each week, local artists from different backgrounds will meet ordinary folks like you and I. With the home and its owners as their inspirations, the artists will create truly unique works of art just for the residences. Will the families like it? Will they come to appreciate art a little more or reject it altogether? We'll be there to find out. We know what we knew what we do not know what we do not know. Contemporary artist Yeo Chee Kiong's famous words that beleaguer many. A sculptor at heart, the development of Chee Kiong's practices has been due to his passion and determination to push the boundaries of his art form.
As a sculptor, I'm really obsessed with object, a kind of fetish, right? So to me, everything I want to produce need to have certain quality that beyond concept.
Chee Kiong is amongst the most prominent sculptors in Singapore. He was the recipient of the Young Artist Award for Visual Art and was the president of the Sculptor Society in Singapore. His works are acclaimed for incorporating multidisciplinary elements in translating the human experience.
I thought it's very important for me to present myself as a sculptor, but also conceptual artist. On the other hand, is neither a sculptor or conceptual artist. Because to me, both practices are just a kind of tools or media for me to convey my message that I want to share with the audience.
Chee Kiong's critically acclaimed sculptures often fill public spaces, but how will he fare in the smaller space of a home and with art novices as his critics? Meet the Tans, a wholesome Singapore family comprising of 3 boys and mum and dad. Mum, a primary school teacher, loves running and dressing up.
Art to me must be beautiful, but there are some forms of art that is quite scary type. I don't seem to know how to appreciate. What's this?
Dad, the patriarch of the family, loves to put his feet up, literally, on his favorite coffee table to watch television.
Art to me, it should be something that when I look at it, it should require a reaction. Yeah?
Melvin and Eddie might be the most open to Chee Kiong's work. Melvin is currently pursuing a graphic design degree and Eddie is a music hobbyist. Oldest son Nick is in Dad's corner when it comes to importance of functionality.
I don't agree with my dad. To me, I think art is something personal to a person, and audience or no audience, I think shouldn't be the question.
I think it's more like a medium in which how you express yourself, like what you're thinking, what you're feeling at that point of time.
How will the Tans react to Chee Kiong's works of art? We picked one of Chee Kiong's most prominent sculptures. The wind, her rain, and a cloud meet a tree in the monsoon season to introduce them to his work. Hello guys! Hello!
Excellent! Hi!
Welcome to we're outside City Square Mall now, and this is a piece of work by the artist that's going to be doing the piece of work in your home.
In our room?
Yes, in your home.
It's huge. Is this going to be this size?
Oh no! No. Unknown to them, Chee Kiong is hidden in a corner listening on the initial impressions and comments.
It's very abstract.
Yeah?
Looks like bubbles.
Bubbles, okay, interesting.
Helium balloons. Yeah?
No, it's a sheep. It's a lamb.
It actually looks like a chicken because the head is there, and then like the neck, and then the body.
Yeah, I must say I didn't see that one. I didn't see the chicken.
You see, it's like a chicken, right, or like a bird.
Eddie, what do you think?
You have to live with it.
It looks weird.
Like, how do you feel about someone like this coming to your home and doing something?
Well, it'd be a very interesting change because besides the traditional idea of what's art in the home, something like this will probably change our thinking of what art should be.
I can't expect everyone to be to look at that piece in a very artistic way or collector way.
And then, a surprise for the family as Chee Kiong walks out to greet them.
Give the mic.
This is our artist, Chee Kiong. This is Mike. This is Melvin. Nice to see you. And Eddie. Chee Kiong had everything that we were talking about. No, but there's no need to feel embarrassed about it, right? No need to feel
I thought that is really a very good feedback.
Okay, so non-artist. He thought that the chicken story was very funny.
Oh my god!
Usually the title doesn't necessarily be the answer.
Interesting.
It's just something for you to start with. Usually in my works, the barber home is the main features, which is it's hard for you to define what it is.
How long did it take to do this piece? Very humongous.
3 months, 10 technicians.
Wow.
16 hours per day.
Wow. Yeah.
And you might realize that each hemisphere is function as a kaleidoscope that has each of you in that.
Wow. It's beautiful.
Intentional to be like this.
Yes.
After Chee Kiong has shared a bit of his work with the Tans, it's time for them to return the favour. Chee Kiong is invited to visit the Tans at home and take a look at their living space and get to know each family member better.
I sent the Monopoly box with the Monopoly in case we have family time we play.
Monopoly?
Really?
Yeah.
This box?
Yeah,
No, this
inside the
okay.
pieces.
Yeah, but this is not originally the box lah. I believe this is like my mom's thing.
Attempting to figure out each of the Tans' personalities, Chee Kiong tours their rooms and goes through their wardrobes. And just when the family thought he had finally managed to understand them, wow!
This is our master bedroom and
So who choose the John Paul Will for the bedroom?
It's like, a lot of flowers, but a lot of colors.
Like in the heaven, right?
Okay, is there a makeup room at the back?
Wow.
Chee Kiong surprises them with an interesting group activity. Thank you for opening up your home to us.
Okay.
Right, so now Chee Kiong has a little exercise for all of you to do. Right, I'll leave it to him to explain.
Okay, so I thought I would like to let you to write down the most desired functional item that you would like to have it in this living room. After that, you will try to draw out the item with one continuous circular line.
Before long, the whole Tan family was on the floor conjuring up 4 drawings that reflected the items each of them desired the most. How will these drawings inspire the genius mind of Chee Kiong?
I will try to give you a proposal I'm trying to do with the drawing. Definitely we will have one more round discussion about what at the end for the outcome.
Will he be able to mix the diverse tastes of the families with his own unique style? More importantly, what will the Tans think about it? While Chee Kiong leaves to think up a work of art that would fit into the Tans' residence, we ask the Tans what they think of the artist and his works.
He's willing to challenge the norm. He's willing to show contrasting view, contrasting perspective. And I think it'll be pretty interesting to see what he can come up with.
Actually, he's pretty playful, I would say, because he likes to play with illusion, optical illusion,
most of his art pieces, I can see there's a story in it. And then when you look at it at first impression, and as you get to know the title and as you get to examine his artwork, you see stories and you start to think. It provokes a lot of thinking.
Am I able to change their mind or change the way they look at a piece of artworks, especially in the context of the contemporary art?
After a suspenseful wait, it's finally proposal day. The Tans, with oldest son Nick joining them, arrived at Chee Kiong's studio to hear his idea.
Actually, today is not really try to share some drawing. Instead, I would like to further explore a little bit. So actually, we have one floor stand lamp and also the light and better lighting. Another one is the table for bonding, which I thought is also very important. I thought that is also a very important thinking process to let them to have the chance to go through the way the artists think through. I would like to propose you're allowing me to withdraw or the function of the table in your living room and to turn it into a piece of artwork or not.
Basically, he's taking away a table and giving you a piece of art. Not functional anymore, right?
Do not function as a piece of table.
But the table will still be there. So he still can watch TV, right?
Of course. That is something very important for an artist like me to play with. And that is the most meaningful thing for me to introduce my idea and my concept to the family about what contemporary art about.
You don't know if you like the surface become a pool of water, right?
Oh, for sure that is very easy to maintain.
Water?
No, water. Water is definitely very difficult to maintain. Usually when you put a glass on top, it might not stand steady there.
Or a laptop, you want to do something.
Yeah.
Put your feet up there,
It might feel a little bit painful.
So we're thinking slides.
Yeah.
I'm a bit worried now.
And I think, what do you think of that? Favorite table.
Even that will have to find a new place to work.
It's not really a big change.
Okay.
And you might be able to find a new meaning to that particular table.
Or a new space to work.
While Chee Kiong gets started, let's do some work of our own and find out more about sculptures. Bridget Tracy Tan, director of NAFA Galleries, has kindly agreed to give me some pointers.
Sculpture as a whole, is a three-dimensional object. It's quite tactile, it's quite visual, and it's quite physical. So I think in terms of art, the average person on the street would appreciate sculpture a lot better than they would, say, for example, a painting or a print and abstract art in that respect. Because sculpture is very physical. It's a three-dimensional object. It's in your space. You have visual and almost tactile contact with it. We generally don't encourage people to touch sculpture, but you feel like you can touch it. I mean, the surfaces are all protruding. It's a physical object. Singapore is quite fortunate in the sense that there are a lot of sculptures that are on the landscape itself as part of a corporate building or part of a residential arena. From the late 70s to the late 80s, there was a national program to support public commissions for public art.
Back at the studio, Chee Kiong has asked the Tan family to drop by and cast the mold themselves as to add a personal touch. Although the Tan family agreed to Chee Kiong's idea, it will be the first time they are seeing a model of it.
So what are you going to do today?
Try to show you the prototype of what I'm going to transform your table into a piece of work. But yet it's in a kind of form.
Nice.
This is the clay model, but this is only the part of the one of the four pieces. Today you are going to make the plaster mold out of this, and that mold will be the one to produce another 4 pieces of the resin cast. Acceptable?
Lovely.
Yes, thanks.
I like it.
Right?
I like it.
I really want to see that when finally I set out the piece right inside your living room. What is the so-called the final reaction from my and all the member of the family?
How are you going to put your cups and plates and whatever thing on the
You can
table?
put your foot there.
The shape is like
A football shape.
this color doesn't really go with our table. Very curious to know what solution that he has in mind. Yeah. I'm afraid like it will be things like, okay, you need a new set of glasses or cups or plates that are curved bottom. If it's not going to fit what our needs are going to be in that space, I'm just worried what will happen if in the near future, if for example, no matter how aesthetically pleasing it is, whether it will be just taking up space in there or worst case scenario, it might no longer be in that area.
Inspired by the family's constant interaction at and around the table, Chee Kiong wants to turn this heavily used furniture into art in order to provoke the Tans into thinking beyond the ordinary. But they don't seem convinced. Nonetheless, the family gets to work.
Usually I got a plan A, plan B, and plan C. So that is not out of my plan A, plan B, and plan C.
Okay.
But definitely I will not give what you want. But at the same time, I will try to give you what you want.
I don't want him to be discouraged. I think he is true to his form. He has something that he feels very strongly. So plan B. Let's see what comes out.
I wonder what is his sense and that he will design this art piece. That's my curiosity.
I have confidence. Definitely, I should be able to do something. I will be very happy to share with them about, the final outcome of my works.
Like I said, it's really cool to have a piece of art in the house, and I think it really adds value to the house as well.
Almost every time when I try to present a concept or a project to someone, I always need to find a way to convince them. If not, I need to find a way to realize the work on my own.
So the final product is going to be glossy finish or matte finish?
I'm not yet decided whether I want to make it very contrast or I want to keep everything in a very high reflective result. So we'll see,
It would be nice to be glossy.
As the time draws near for Chee Kiong to present the final work to the Tan family, he rushes to sand and spray the sculpture, making sure it's ready for installation at the family house. Before long, the artwork is packed and ready to go. With the main piece of work finished, Chee Kiong heads over to the local lightbox supplier with the family's drawings to create something that'll be unmistakably their own, fulfilling the desires of certain family members. Back at the house, Chee Kiong is putting on the flourishing touches to his art piece for the Tans, and I can hardly wait to see the family's reaction to Chee Kiong's masterpiece. Wow! Oh!
Finally.
Finally!
Yes.
Wow, okay, so this is the finish.
Yes. Yeah.
Very cool.
3 lights symbol
Yes?
and 1 table for bonding.
Because I really like it.
Yeah.
You know what? Let's
Hopefully they will have a more positive feedback.
from the last time and all the resistance during the making of it.
Yeah.
You know what? Let's take a seat. Let's take a seat and wait. Let's see what they say.
It's very nice. How expect it to be something like this? Yes. Okay. But that one is totally
Cute.
unexpected.
I like it. Okay, come.
Okay.
Join us.
Here we
Let's
go.
talk around your new table for bonding.
This one's supposed to be water, right? Oh, okay.
It's not.
I did promise you that to have some places for you to put your glass.
At least it's service function, yeah.
But also, to me, at the same time, it's also very meaningful that because that is where you will not actually, when you first look at that, you will not put the glass on.
Yeah.
And actually, the function is what a table should be. So this is, to me, is a kind of interesting twist.
I think it's something that's not surprising. Breakthrough to him is that he didn't make it such that it is non-functional at all.
Because this is a solid one, so you put it here, it works. It stands here. Then to fool the gas, if nothing here, then you pour the water here.
So this is the opening ceremony.
Opening
I like it more and more as I look at it. So I'm pretty pleased with it and very honored to have him fix this for the family.
Unfortunately, the furniture in our house is nowhere near that aesthetic.
This space here, for instance, you want to have like tidbits like peanuts or noni plate, you know? Just put it here.
And it's quite easy to clean also, right?
So instead of getting a bowl,
Oh my god. Oh, let's take a little
No, the soup and then the rice. Why does it vegetables?
Visually, you know, if you want to stir up that flat and calm finish, you need to turn it like a wavy. That's visually how I perceive this. So I try to turn that concept into a physical artworks. Like
I see.
I wish it could be something different, you know. First thing, there is a tail jutting out from the box.
It's very contemporary. It looks like it's done like that in a very stark way on purpose, but it doesn't fit the gaudy way with which Daddy went to decorate this house. So it doesn't sing together.
I like it. I think it matches very well with this moonlight sculptural thing. You know?
But it could have been more like a moon, I guess.
Yeah, like the moon shining.
Yeah, if it's a circular shape, like, then, you know, when we look into the water, you can see the reflections. Maybe that one might be more effective.
It seems that Chee Kiong's work was a resounding success with the Tan family. But what will a professional, such as Bridget, say about it?
From what I understand, the title of the artwork, Chee Kiong allowed the family to pick the title of the artwork, and what happened was they all had different impressions of it and they strung it together into one long title. And this is actually a very good way to, or a good start to learning to appreciate the kind of work Chee Kiong makes as a sculptor. But these are all subjective. This is the impression you get from looking at that particular object. And the fact that he puts it on the table, which is actually a functional object, and once he sets it on top of the table, it makes the table dysfunctional. Because you notice when visitors come to your house, and this is very normal, they come and sit down and they're addressing the coffee table. So it's a place, it's a focus. So for him also, I believe, to put it there is really to claim the thing that has the most focus in a particular room.
as an artist, try to show to them what I could do with my works and how to put that piece into their living room.
What are the things that go behind it, the effort, the hours they are put in to get the thing done? Something we take for granted.
I think we've really come to appreciate like how the artwork is being formed out, despite having all the parameters of the engineering aspects, like different constraints that he has, and how he has to assimilate those constrictions into the concept itself.
In the future, when we look at especially things like sculptures, we'll really have to pause and think a little bit more about what the artist is really thinking, what the artist is really trying to convey with the art piece that he has.
Art is the way of living. As simple as that. And this is why I'm an artist, because I'm enjoying to make art, to share with others.